Is it tough for you and Kevin to stay in character during Jay and Silent Bar?
He's tickling my funny bone. I've written all the shit that he's tickling my funny bone. So I'm not sitting there going, oh, that's funny. I'm sitting there going, he's fucking saying it wrong. But thankfully, that was early on. Later on in the career, man, he just took the role over. Like the character of Jay is written who Jason was when he was about 16 years old. He's since matured past then. He's now about 21 years old in a 40-year-old's body. So that character will always be trapped in time version of Mewes. The first version of Mewes that I met, that I always describe as like a Dennis the Menace, kind of Dennis the Menace with a pervy streak, like a little Sonic Boom with dirt on it and shit. So I write for that guy. He has since like developed more skills to be able to play other subtler shades, not just like nooch, you know, shit like that. So he's grown as an actor. It's been interesting to watch him grow. In the beginning, I would write a script for him based on everything that he'd said in the real world and shit. I had him the script for Clerks. And I was just, here you go, man. And the part is written for him, to his voice, to exactly who he was in that moment in time almost. And I was like, what do you think? Can you do it? And he goes, I don't think I can handle this. And I go, why? It's you. He goes, I don't know. He's going, it's weird. He's going, why would I say snoochie boochies? And I was like, why do you say snoochie boochies? So that was in the early days, man. In the early days, you had to teach Jay to be Jay. And then people would be like, he's so natural. I'm like, yeah, he sure is. But slowly over time, man, by the time we got to Chasing Amy, like, he was much, much better at being himself. And he'd kind of taken on the role. By the time we got to Dogma, he was probably the most interesting thing in the movie. And that movie had a fucking stellar cast. And that's not putting anybody down. It's just like, he elevated that whole fucking flick. Like, he was the star of that movie. I remember at one point, Matt Damon was just like, dude, you didn't tell me your little fucking buddy was going to steal the whole show. He's like, I'm playing an angel. I got wings. And still, he's better than me.
Every once in a while, I can, if I throw out an ad-lib or something, I might be able to get him to crack it. Some of the reaction stuff, and then plus in between, like if I throw something out sometimes and I'll try to ad-lib something different than what he wrote, and he might think it's funny or he won't, but then he'll say, I mean, we have fun. In between, we have fun coming up with stuff. I'm like, all right, well, I won't say that. How about I'll say that? And he'll be like, no, that's stupid. How about you say this? And we'll laugh about it. And so, I mean, we have fun. But
when you look over and you see the expression on his face when he's not saying anything, you must crack up sometime. Correct.
Yeah, his looks and stuff, for sure. Yeah, look 33. You know, there's the different looks and what he does. Yeah, I mean, again, like I said, I think we definitely have a blast on set while we're in character and we're going over like in between takes and talking about the next setup, what we're gonna do, and